Hello everyone, I think we're live, coming all the way from Bucksport, Maine in the USA. I'll put my glasses on in a minute, see if you're watching. And a mixture of emotions. Let's go to the graveyard, shall we? While I've got Wi-Fi out here. So, a mixture. Hello Linda Cooper. Right, we're up and running. A mixture of emotions. This is my the end of my third week here. And back home before my journey, I started to cough a bit. And I thought, oh, that's okay. But halfway over the Atlantic, I began sneezing and not feeling too good. I thought, oh dear. And I've had a cold for 2 weeks. My first 2 weeks out of 3, I had a cold. So did Greta, my hostess. And we went absolutely nowhere except to take the dog out, Layla. And I've actually driven now in the USA. Not a big thing for most people, but to me that's a little bit of a boost. And 2 weeks doing nothing. And as some of you might know, if you've seen my posts and photos about Layla, and I wasn't there. Greta took her to the beach yesterday with a friend, and from there they went to the emergency vet because Layla was playing with the German Shepherd, and at the end the German Shepherd bit her fangs or her teeth right into Layla's side. So she got anaesthetised, x-rayed, stitched, and she came home with a tube, a drainage tube, which she's still got. And she was very groggy until a few hours ago, and she perked up. So that's good news. Sad thing is, we've cancelled all this weekend's plans. So yesterday we went nowhere. Today me and Greta had a little walk a few hundred yards into town and back home. So tonight's plans are cancelled. Who's watching? Hello. Nikki. Oh, hello, Nikki. Yeah. Nikki is Greta's daughter. And Tina, Dorothy Locke. Tom Davis. Now Tom Davis does this, he goes live quite a bit. Well, Tom, it's taken me a bit of confidence. It's taken me about a year to get a bit of confidence and to get going. And I might do what Tom and a few others do, a bit of psychic reading on here when I get home to do old Blighty. And yeah, so my 3 weeks trip to America has been condensed to about 5 days. But a bit of networking, and like I said earlier, I did a demonstration of clairvoyance. Still bunged up with, not catarrh, congestion apparently. I've been told it is over here, because they thought I had a catarrh. That went well, but it's so lovely over here, the people. I walked Layla a couple of days ago, just before her attack, and a guy shouted out, "Hey!" And I didn't have my glasses on, and he shouted, "Hey!" from about 500 yards away. There's no one else around. I thought, I nearly said, "Hey, you talking to me? You talking to me?" And he was. But I didn't say it, I just chatted back and had a nice chin wag. And nice to see you too, Tom. Yeah, I will be doing it soon, as long as I behave myself. Hello, Robert. Hello, Tiffany. Yeah, I've got private messages coming. Oh yes, I'll be available for private readings when I get home as well. But doing the odd bit on psychic work. So we went out to dinner. Greta took me out to the country to see her friends. And do you know, before our dinner, we stood in a circle, said grace or our words. And I thought, this won't go down well at home with my boys before dinner. It's lovely. And this house was made of wood. It wasn't a log cabin, but inside it looked like a log cabin. And it was dark. And I said to people I met before last time in August, lovely people, and I said, if I looked out into your garden in the daytime, how much garden have you got? And she said, we've got 25 acres. Denise next to me said, well, I've got 19. And the other friend I met through Greta said, well, I knew she had 22 acres with her own island, because last time I kayaked around her island in her kayak with my bloody straw hat on. And looking back at the photographs, because it was summer in August, July, August, I wore my straw hat. And looking at the photographs, I looked like Where's Wally? But I got this hat back, got my normal hat back on today. Oh look, there's a war memorial. Can you see it? Where is it there? And people have been drinking. There's a, I don't know if you can see it. There, cans of drink. Now, that could be said to be disgusting, but you know what? Philosophically, someone might have had a drink here and raised their can and said, thanks guys for doing a good job looking after our country and what have you. Who's saying hello? Hello, Jeanette Plant. Hello, Carol. Some of you I've not heard of them before. Better late than never. Mishka, Christine. Hello, Mandy, you're there again. Good, lovely to see you. And I thought, when I first did this, I thought, I can't go outside and just talk. But some of you quite like it. Some of you enjoy my ramblings, which is all they are. And I've just read a book. Oh yeah, American television is something else, which you might know. So I've been reading a lot. And I've just read a whole book by Eckhart Tolle, right, German philosopher, spiritual writer. And I recommend, and I'm not being paid for this, but go and buy it. It's a bestseller. You might have read it anyway. But it's about the ego. It's about our inner self, how we manifest it on the outside. But all of it resonated with me. I knew it all. Not in a clever way, but it sort of resonated. And I do believe we're born onto this earth with knowledge. Even the way we behave, our personalities. And this book, I just knew it all. And talking about knowledge, it's like, why can't I have the knowledge of doing maths and learning French? I haven't got that knowledge. And I wonder if they say math in America. Can you do math? Because it's difficult for people like me to say maths. Right. But no, this book resonated with me. And because we live in two worlds, we've got the outside world and the inside world. And a bit of philosophy for you. Oh yeah, and all these people with big, huge gardens, like Greta's got a few, she hasn't got acres. It's not the size, but what you do with it. See? Now, who's it? Yeah, bloody internet, Nikki Tyler. Oh, Tom, I've just ordered the power off now. It's at home on Amazon. I've ordered all Eckhart, no, what's his name? That guy I mentioned just now. All of his books. But I tell you what, American television, it isn't structured like ours. In the mornings you've got Jeremy Kyle. Not that I watch Jeremy Kyle, but it helps with my line of work. Then you've got This Morning with Phil and Holly and Lorraine Kelly. You've got structure. Over here you haven't. I'm trying to define a pattern of American television. You can't. I've been watching American news and like chat shows, and all of a sudden it's Arsenal against Manchester United live. How's it work? I don't know. But do you know, the atmosphere's changed in this graveyard as I'm talking, and I've got to mention, whoever's watching, one of you, there's something about security. You're either securing your house, your home, or you work in security, right? And last time, yesterday or the other day, I said someone's got a bad arm and neck. It turned out to be a couple of you. My cousin's one. And this Facebook has got me back in touch with my cousin, Jenny, which we'll have a chat when we get home. And doing this live, like I said, took me a long time to get used to. But it's given me confidence, believe it or not. Because I had a thing about my speech. I thought I talked a bit funny. But hey-ho, that's me. That's how God created me. And that's that. And I'm rambling on. Let's have a look who's watching. Linda Johnson, hello. Heidi. Mishka, I'm feeling insecure at the moment. Well, are you? So maybe it's about you, because I've got this overriding feeling of security and looking into myself. I think you're doing a lot of reflecting, Mishka. You're also wondering what you've spent time in your past on. Has it been worth it? Has it benefited you? Right? Good grief, I think I'm doing a bit of psychic work now. Right. Mishka, it's like your life's been put on hold at the moment. And I've also got you feeling drained. And you've been comparing yourself with other people or other things. Like, look at what they've got, what have I got? But good things on its way. Right? That's a bit of psychic stuff. So, I best go now. I think I've been talking far too much. Unless I'm being inspired. Do you know, there's a guy who went on Facebook Live. Greta showed me the other day. He was just making like noises. Blah, 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 blah. And he got 30,000 hits. Crazy. Oh, well. Right, I best go now, I think. And, it does, Tom. It's good for your brain. I'm going to leave you with one thought. I didn't know what to buy Greta for Christmas, or her thank you gift. And she wanted some kind of a wreath out of holly. And we saw these balls. So I paid for them. I said, I'll buy you these 2 holly balls, you know. And someone said, well, Greta won't forget you, because Paul's balls is hanging up over her door. Boom, boom. And it's true. So, anyway, I'm going to go back to see how Layla's getting on. And you'd be glad to know she's up and bouncing around, licking me all over, almost back to her normal self. And before I go, I think I'll have another walk around the cemetery, a bit of peace and quiet. Soak it all in before I come home tomorrow. And hopefully I might do some ramblings at home. So I was going to say goodbye to... Hello, Eileen. Eileen's given me a lot of encouragement, shall we say. Thanks, Tom. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Yep, goodbye, Mandy. I'll take it I'm going, because Mandy said goodbye. So, love you lots. I'll see you back in dear old Blighty. And be in touch again. Cheerio.